Jasmine Color K-Pasar, number 10. He always credits the team over himself. Jungkook, BTS's youngest member and widely recognized as the Golden Maknae, is often praised for his multifaceted talents. He sings, dances, produces, paints, and excels in athletic activities. However, when acknowledged for his excellence, he consistently redirects praise toward the group as a whole. Even in solo interviews or performances where the spotlight is solely on him, Jungkook rarely takes individual credit. When Euphoria gained massive traction, or when his solo performances were trending worldwide, his public responses highlighted BTS as a unit rather than showcasing his individual contribution. Take, for example, the Billboard Hot 100 success. While others might use the opportunity to talk about how much personal effort they invested in a track or how long they've waited for such success, Jungkook emphasizes the teamwork involved. In an interview with Rolling Stone, when asked how it felt to have one of the most streamed BTS solos, Jungkook simply said, "It's all because of ARMY and my Hungs who helped me grow. Without them, this song wouldn't mean anything." Number 9. He's never too proud to learn from his Taehyungs. Another undeniable mark of humility is a person's willingness to learn, especially from those close in age or from a group where one has become arguably the most popular or visible member. Despite being the youngest, Jungkook continually seeks mentorship and guidance from his Taehyungs, both privately and publicly. In the early Run BTS episodes, it's easy to see how Jungkook relied on his older members for guidance. What's rare is that even after nearly a decade of fame and experience, he still does this. Whether it's vocal advice from Jin, dance critiques from J-Hope, or emotional guidance from RM, Jungkook frequently mentions their impact on his development. He doesn't let his talent override his teachability. In one Bon Voyage season, Jungkook was seen helping with the team's food while asking Jin how to prepare a dish correctly, even though he had experience cooking. That moment wasn't scripted. It was a pure act of humility. He didn't need to show submission or ask for help, but he did because he respects experience more than appearances. Number 8. He doesn't flaunt his achievements. With every chart-topping single, sold-out stadium performance, or viral solo release, Jungkook has had many opportunities to showcase his success. But what stands out is his refusal to brag, even subtly. While other members, understandably, post celebratory messages, behind-the-scenes tidbits, or humble brags about a new milestone, Jungkook is noticeably restrained in his online presence. His Instagram account, while aesthetically curated, is devoid of overt celebration or materialistic highlights. Instead, it's filled with silent photos of clouds, food, artwork, or occasional glimpses of studio time. This restraint is rare in an era where even casual influencers document every upward move. For a man who has been called the Prince of Pop in some circles, he acts like someone who still feels like he's just getting started. Number 7. He treats staff with the same respect as members. Humility is best observed not in how someone treats their equals, but in how they treat those who have less status, fame, or influence. In this regard, Jungkook consistently stands out. From wardrobe staff to cameramen, chefs, and backup dancers, Jungkook's interactions are laced with gratitude and equality. He says thank you frequently and with sincerity. He offers to help carry items, sets up chairs, and even cleans up after meals, often without being asked. In multiple behind-the-scenes videos, he's seen bowing 90 degrees to stylists and stage managers. This isn't a publicity act. It's a pattern observed over the years across multiple continents and contexts. Number 6. He reflects more than he reacts. Jungkook is introspective. It's one of the most subtle yet powerful indicators of his humility. In a world full of impulsive social media posts, instant reactions, and spontaneous venting, Jungkook chooses reflection over reaction. When faced with criticism, whether it be over a performance or a public misstep, he tends to withdraw, not in avoidance, but in contemplation. Instead of defending himself immediately or explaining his intent, he takes time to process feedback, even from fans. For instance, when his smoking photo circulated online and sparked a social media uproar, he stayed silent. Later, when he did speak, it was on his own terms, calm, brief, and mature. He acknowledged the situation without victimizing himself and without blaming others. Number 5. He avoids using fame for privilege. A key sign of humility is how someone behaves when they have the power to bend systems in their favor. Jungkook, despite being one of the most recognized figures in the world, actively avoids using his fame to gain special treatment. Numerous accounts from both fans and non-fans have surfaced online about seeing Jungkook in public spaces, cafes, restaurants, gyms, even amusement parks. And the pattern is striking. He waits his turn, speaks politely to staff, avoids drawing attention to himself, and doesn't expect special treatment, not even when the staff recognizes him. In 2021, a staff member at a Seoul gym privately shared, without revealing confidential details, that Jungkook continued to pay full fees like a normal member, used common facilities, and refused to have areas reserved just for him. He would even wait his turn if someone else was using a machine. No entourage, no flaunting. Number 4. He's the first to apologize, even when it's not his fault. Taking responsibility when you're at fault is expected, but apologizing first, even when the blame is shared or ambiguous, is one of the clearest signs of humility, and Jungkook does this often. In BTS's group content, whether it's Run BTS, Bon Voyage, or live streams, there have been several moments where attention or mishaps occur. And time again, Jungkook is often the first to apologize. In Run BTS episodes, when he accidentally messes up a game or misinterprets a rule, his reaction is immediate. A sheepish smile, a bow, and a soft, "Oh, sorry, my bad." Even when the mistake is harmless, he doesn't brush it off. He takes accountability quickly and sincerely. Number 3. He gives credit even when he doesn't need to. While many artists give credit when prompted, Jungkook often gives it before anyone even asks. Whether it's collaborators, choreographers, songwriters, stylists, or even ARMY, he regularly shines the spotlight on others, even when it would be easy to keep it for himself. When he released his solo track, Still With You, the song was widely praised for its emotional depth and production quality. Many didn't know he had produced and written it largely on his own. But when asked, he didn't highlight his solo effort. He said things like, "I just wanted to express my feelings for ARMY, and I'm thankful for the help I received in finishing it." He mentioned the staff by name. He referenced vocal guidance from RM and studio support from big hit producers, even though his own voice carried the song. That's humility. Recognizing that even when the work is yours, it was shaped by others. Number 2. He actively avoids being put on a pedestal. In fan culture, idol worship is common and often exaggerated. With his global influence, looks, and talent, Jungkook is frequently labeled as perfect or untouchable. But instead of encouraging these labels, he actively rejects them. In interviews, he's admitted to feeling uncomfortable with titles like Golden Maknae. He once said, "I feel honored, but I don't think I deserve all of that. I'm just doing my best." This response isn't just modesty, it's intentional distancing from idolization. He doesn't feed into the godlike aura fans sometimes build. He wants to be seen as human. Number 1. He's always growing, never settling. Above all, What makes Jungkook more humble than his peers is that he sees himself as unfinished. Despite being one of the most accomplished entertainers of his generation, Jungkook speaks of himself like a student, constantly learning, always improving. He doesn't talk like someone who's arrived. He talks like someone still on the road. This self-perception fuels his work ethic. While others might slow down after achieving global success, Jungkook doubles down. He trains harder, he spends nights in the studio, he reviews his performances meticulously. He openly asks for feedback.